And we are live, I hope. I think so. It was such a long time ago.
Ah,
Oh, yay! Hi and welcome, everybody. Oh my gosh, we've been off the air for a long ass time, but this time we are back in action. Boom! I hope you guys can hear us. If you don't, please just, I don't know, throw a garlic knot on your screen and hope it works. Ding.
oh,
I've never eaten a garlic knot. I don't even know what that is.
isn't it just a piece of garlic?
Oh, really? Oh,
I think so.
that sounds pretty cool. I like
no,
it.
No, it's a braid. It's a braid.
Is
it
it?
bread?
It's an American thing. It's horrible. Don't worry.
Oh, it's horrible. Okay, yeah. I mean, onion rings are good, though. So I'm definitely... I
Only
don't-
if they're crispy.
Yeah,
I'm talking
right?
to my ass, by the way. Like all I know is garlic knot is it's like bread that's been made in a knot or like twisted together.
Yeah.
And then painted with garlic butter as it's baked. So like,
Ian, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm just kidding. Hi, Satan. How are you doing? Hi and welcome. So happy to have you guys with us again. So yeah. Yay! So many people everywhere. Yay! Yeah, I miss this so much. Just playing with you guys and things. Unfortunately, we had. I don't know. I can't. Whoop whoop! Yay! I can't speak for anybody else than myself when I say that I have not been feeling good physically and mentally, to be fair. So I went into what's it called? Burnout. Yeah. So I've been burnt out right about now, and yeah, lost a couple of friends, and here we go again. So now I'm recuperated, and I just figured that these guys, these three guys to my left, right, they are so hyped, and I miss playing with them. So that's what we're here to do, right?
I feel like I'm being maliced,
That you're what?
threatened.
Why?
Yeah.
That's a long ass fillet knife. You.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
What is he doing?
I don't
no, I'm
know.
bored. I have something to fiddle
You're
with. It's my-
bored? Okay, bitch. I just
Well, you're
said
taking such a long time.
what?
I want to play.
What?
God
Yes,
damn.
I know. I know. We are gonna play. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. I was just being nice and, cordial, but whatever. I'm gonna be mean to
I
you.
can't spell. I can't spell that word.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like you want a TPK for goddamn you.
Me?
No, him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's just asking
Goading
for
you
it.
like that.
Yes, I know, right? All right, so if you have followed this campaign before, then you will see that it is a little bit empty. We have lost one of our players, and yeah, we decided to go with these three little weird ones for a little while, and we'll see what happens.
What trouble can we get into?
Oh, lots.
These middle-aged men and middle-aged man at heart.
Oh my god, you're so crazy.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna do a little recap again for the overall
For
campaign.
us, we need it.
But for you guys as well, I'll see if I can get some of the things in there, but the things that your characters remember are the things that you guys remember, so we'll
It's just
see.
like old age. I've completely forgot.
Yes. All right. So, okay. So I will say this, that our story began with a strange phenomenon appearing on the sky of the crater, and the crater is it is a cradle, basically, harboring the only living things that seems to be on this plane of existence. They have the crater has been occupied with war for about a long ass time until about a year ago in gaming time, I would say, or what's it called? Yeah, something.
In-game time?
Thank you. In game time. So about a year ago, there was a sudden disposal of all kinds of regions, or I haven't talked for such a long time, so I'm losing verbs and everything here. But yeah, it's just usual.
Words.
Yeah, words are hard. Anyway, there was a big war, and it ended suddenly when all of the kings and queens and their families and everything died for one reason after the next, and nobody can really puzzle it together, but it is very weird. The party convened as one of the new regions. Lady Valentine sent out a note or a call for aid across the entire crater. And the adventurers, took up arms and met at her estate, where they were placed with other adventurers and had to undergo a little bit of a test to see, if they
we were chasing pigs, weren't
you were chasing pigs, yes, in the sunlight.
Piggies.
Yay! That was fun. And they were sent on an adventure to find out what strange things has been happening in the crater. Like I said before, about a month ago, a aurora started erupting around the entire crater and has been plaguing the crater ever since, for a month, about a month. And it's brought a lot of strange occurrences and strange animals and beings and beasts and things into the crater. And Lady Valentine wanted the adventurers to find out what and why and all of the questions about it and some other things. And they went on the adventure and ventured out to the outer ring of the crater, where they found a strange looking site or ritual going on.
That we blew up.
Yes, and you guys blew it up and things like that. You did meet some sort of sentient.
Oh yeah, sentient goo. And the horny.
A horny woman. Yeah.
Horny lady.
Sure. Yeah. And then you kicked her into the portal that you think it was. I think you guys said it was a portal, didn't you? Yeah. And then they went down back to the one of the major cities, and that is where we kind of trailed off. And we are going to start where Karasim and Fen Yang, because they decided to move towards Lady Valentine and relay some information to her about what they saw around the portal or whatever it was, and some other intel. that they might want to disclose, that is up to you guys. I am not gonna tell you what to disclose and not, or things like that. And yeah, I would say that we start the journey with just basically. I will say though that you did meet a prominent figure, so he is not forgotten. You woke up the day afterwards,
Yeah,
where
in the underground
hideout.
sewer
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yes.
where the sewer people lived.
Yeah, you were with them and thought that everything would turn out okay, but unfortunately, you noticed that the Lord was gone, with a note just saying, "I can't do this." That is all you got. And your friend, what's her name? Lyra? I think it was Lyra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had to go really quickly because, well, first of all, she was trying to find the Lord, as well as handling some stuff with her colleagues. So that kind of left you guys in the middle, not knowing where to go, and Richard decided to check up on his mother. Am I right?
He went home to mummy.
Yeah, it was basically like, oh well, this has all gone to shit. I hope you guys have a good time, and I am going to go and check up on my mom. It has been nearly 7 months since I have last seen her. Farest you well, and hope that this doesn't fall further apart. Good day.
Mummy's boy.
And I'm out. Mic drop. Yeah. So we start today the session with our dear Karasim, our dwarf. Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually going to ask you guys to describe yourselves, but our dwarf and our Goliath are walking out of the city gates of Sindra, which is a big city, and the doors slam shut behind you, and you are walking in the morning dew, and it's pretty nice actually, being out of the stench that is the city.
No, it's not. Now we're out in the open, and that's no fun, because now we can see the sky, and there's nothing overhead. That's no fun. And Christian, we're not walking. At least Karasim is riding the cart.
Oh, you stupid donkey. Why? Why did I give you a donkey?
Big.
Why did I give you a donkey?
No, this donkey is coming with me
Yes.
everywhere.
What's his name, by the way?
Dingy.
Oh, yeah, Dingy. Yeah.
Dingy the donkey. So
Oh, yeah.
he's the big double D.
Oh, God. Yes,
So-
you got him.
Yes. So,
Fan Yang is not riding in the cart because he's not that cruel to the donkey.
Good.
oh yeah, because he's like 4 times as big as the donkey.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, Karasim is sitting like the leather traffic cone that he is. Sitting on the, what do you call it? The driver's bench thingy? On the little 2-wheel cart. With a big, long stick and a tiny little carrot at the end of it, because that's the only way he knows how to get the donkey to move in the direction he wants it to move. And do you want me to do a little introduction
Sure.
thingy?
Yeah.
I have to find my character. Give me a second. 'Cause I close.
I'm thinking this kind of like helicopter shot where the like it's from up up high in the mountains, and then it comes down and swoops down on our two brave.
All in one take.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's how I see it, definitely. So I
Our
just want to
intrepid
know
fellows.
what you guys look like. That's what I want.
Yeah. Well, crap! I closed the window again.
Okay, let's take the biggest guy.
Start with him because
Yes.
I lost
Okay.
my stuff.
So Fen Yang is a very tall Goliath, but not tall for Goliath, but he's tall compared to everybody else. He's covered in furs and leathers, but it's not armor, it's clothing. He has a battle axe and a warhammer and 3 javelins on his back, a small travelling backpack. The most noticeable thing about him is the absence of any tribal or adult Goliath tattoos, which have been removed prior to him leaving the mountains and coming into the plains. It's been known that something's happened back in his tribal grounds, and he is not welcome there anymore. And other Goliaths, he's very nervous around, has already been shown, because the absence of adult tattoos means that other Goliaths tend to treat him as a child.
Mm-hmm.
It's and Karasim is a what you would call a deep down dwarf. He comes from the dwarven, semi-dwarven city of what's it called again? Ialitha, or something like that. Yeah. It's in his name, so I should be able to pronounce it, but I can't.
Alisa?
Yeah.
Alisa.
Alisa. Yeah. And you can tell just by looking at him that he's one of the deep downers that very seldom, if ever, travel outside of the dwarven mines and cities, because he's clad from head to toe in a really thick horse leathers, and he even has like a pointed leather hood that covers his whole head and his whole face. So you can only see like bits of his gray beard sticking out underneath the hood. That's the only thing of him that you really see. Everything else is covered in leather, gloves, and everything. And well, now that he's sitting on on the cart, he just has his trident stuck in the cart. But when he walks around outside, when he doesn't have a protective mountain or roof over his head, he walks with a quarterstaff that is a sort of like upside down trident that he sticks in the ground for each step that he takes, so he has something to tether him to the ground. And the trident or quarterstaff is like chained to his arm, so that if he loses his grip and floats up into the sky, he will still have an anchor. And
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah. So you two, well, a little bit strange.
Weirdos.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit of a strange combination, I would say. Yeah, you trudge through the slum quarters just south of Sindra, and it is it reeks a lot out here, and the houses are not really houses. It's just, tents that have just been rebuilt or rezowned and all of that. So it is kind of desolate, or not desolate, but it's kind of run down and very sad state that you find a couple of children running around in, and people going about their daily lives. And you head down towards, to the south, where Pearl Manor is. And I would say you start going towards the water, towards the lake a little bit, to avoid the inner slums, so to speak. The city itself has like walls and stuff, but slums have started coming up around the city. So you start walking into the harbor grounds, I would say, and it is really, really like a fresh smell of just. It's not seawater, it's lake water, but you still have the
Brown sludge.
well, no, like you have the reeking shit from the slums, and then you have suddenly a breeze coming in from the large lake, also known as the Crystal Cradle, and it's pretty nice. So I would say you start to stir a little bit towards the harbor quarters a little bit more, and there are crates and cranes that are lifting all kinds of boxes, and it is very obvious the trading posts, and there are a couple of people standing on top of makeshift plateaus and just yelling and selling whatever they can to other merchants. And I would say that about this time, Salt, the captain that you have been sailing with is not really having putting up with you anymore. She's pretty done. So she's told you several times to get off her ship and go work somewhere else. So she's literally taking the few belongings you have and just shoving them onto the harbor.
Oh, okay. Cool. So what we see is at the side of the ship looking up is not particularly tall or short, like more or less like exactly average height, like 5'6" ish, around there. So like short, if you're like a human male, maybe like a little bit tall.
Hey, I'm
average
5'6".
height, like a human.
I'm not short.
Human female, so like it's like like average height. You're not 100% sure. Shoulder, a little bit beyond shoulder length, blonde hair, very sleek, very well manicured hair, apparel that fits that of someone who regularly does seafaring. So almost a if you will, like more a ceremonial military kind of like vibe to it, with little shoulder pads, with the little ruffles on them. All of it is like a dark bluish color, little spots here and there of leather armor peeking through. Very mobile, very breathable, movable stuff. Has no discernible weaponry on them. As far as looks go, they're very like you have to look twice. You're not sure, like, is that like a really pretty dude or a really handsome girl? You're like, well, like do a double tap, but not quite 100% sure. Blue, very bright blue eyes, and kind of like just like stretching a hand up to the ship. All right, Mary. I didn't mean it like that. So, why are you throwing me off the ship?
Because I told you, do not enter the captain's cabin whenever I've already told you. You saw what you think you saw, but you're supposed to shut up about it and not go around and talk about it. That's my business. I'm the captain, and you are off my ship. Go.
All right. Kind of like picks up a bag that kind of like, just slings over the shoulder. Not sure if it's 100% enough for adventuring, but like all their worldly belongings are in there. Turns around, sees the other two.
Yes.
Well, right. That's quite fortunate then. Waves.
You suddenly, Fen Yang and Salt. What is that? That kind of double take. You're like, what? So you're kind of hesitating, and Karazim, I don't know.
It'll take him a little bit longer to recognize Salt. Probably once they get closer. Seeing as they haven't had any adventures together, they're just what do you call business acquaintances?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some outstanding debts.
Fen Yang obviously sees this smaller because I'm 8 foot tall, so yes, you're small. Person waving at him next to this ship and Salt.
Right, Fen Yang. Look at you royal piece of big meat.
That's great. Thank you. Well, I have everything that you last saw me with, and by the looks of it, you have everything that I last saw you with.
Right, that's all right. Well, except I lost the sword in, I don't know, one night. I really don't remember what happened to it. But I can see you've been eating a bit better since the last time I saw you.
To be getting the hang of working with these city folk.
Right. And how's that going? I see you've met the traffic cone himself.
Kazim kind of leans closer, seeing as it's daylight and he can't really see well in the daylight. Like, you still owe me for the last shipment that you didn't deliver.
Oh, all right. I mean, well, insurance probably cost that, and but anyways, how are you doing? I'm sure the company will pay you out if you file the paperwork correctly.
He kind of, it doesn't show, but kind of grins behind the leather traffic cone. Yeah, well, they said sorry. They said they'll pay me back with the hide from your back.
Right.
Kind of
Right.
sniggers.
Right.
I don't think that's a valid form of currency, though.
Right. Yeah, that's my question exactly. But besides that, what are you two doing out here in the city of Syndra? Last I saw you, Fen Yang, you were out in the north, or the east rather.
That is correct. I have been all over looking for glory and trying to make a name for myself. By the way, are you in any kind of trouble here?
Salt looks over their shoulder. Just like give 2 middle fingers back.
Yeah, she is standing on top of the ship and looking down at you really with a stink eye.
Right. No trouble at all. Nothing serious.
You're just making friends in your normal way. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, you know, Fenyang, I told you how I make friends.
Like, do you two know each other? How do you two know each other? He kind of look.
Oh,
It finally dawns on him.
When
right,
when I left the mountains, when I left my village, Salt here was one of the first people I ran into. And
People is being kind of generous.
I don't know what relationship you two have, but he took me on board and allowed me to work for him for a while and gave me some advice about how to deal with people on the plains. I was a bit of a fish out of water, if you like, having never really left the mountains.
right. I told Fenyang how to find a place to stay. All the good places that have all the uh, amenities of the flesh, if you will.
And I avoided all of those.
Oh, huh.
Somehow, so many
Interesting.
things starts making so much more sense now.
It was good advice, but your advice was allowed me not to make a mistake in that way.
Right. Right, and I showed Binyang how to, well, basically how to do everything. Mountain life is not exactly helpful in the civilized world at all. Ever. I don't know how you did it, Binyang.
Wake up in the morning and get on with it. Plains life is so easy, and they're so weak. A little bit of cold, and they're running into their fires. Oh, it's raining. I won't go outside.
That's why
Right,
you stay
yeah,
in a
well.
cave. It doesn't rain there.
Hmm.
He kind of glares up at the open sky.
Right. Well,
Damn you, weather!
if you have nothing else to do, I'm free. I could use some distraction, if you will. So I don't know, you're looking for somebody to, join you, come along. What are you up to, anyways, the two of you? I'm assuming you're doing something.
Hmm.
I
Kind
can't
of,
think that big piece of meat searching for glory and righteousness would have much to do with a trader concerned with his underground kingdom and staying indoors much.
Yes, we are working for a certain Lady Valentine.
Sorry.
Hmm,
You know
alright.
exactly who they're talking about. You know that is the one of the 10, one of the rulers of Hearth.
Right. Well, I don't think I've personally met her. That Harold the Herald guy, though, is a bit of a dick.
oh, I forgot about him.
Oh, so you've met him then? Ah,
Yeah, he doesn't understand flexibility trading. Sharing a drink, swapping some prices. This guy, he's such a straight ass.
Did you meet the pigs?
That was a shipment for pigs, but I
They're
don't
so
know what
cute.
happened to them.
I miss the pigs.
Right. So, what? You weren't eating them?
No, they're my friends.
Interesting. Well, anyways, let's just kind of like sort like looks over their shoulder a little bit. If you don't mind, I'd like to get out of sight of the ship over there. It's a bit unsettling.
I still
Like,
see
so-
you!
Eyes boring into the back of their head. It's feeling right royal and comfortable, if you get my drift.
she seems to have something against you.
I think she knows him.
Right, yeah, well, she does know me. We're supposed to be working under the same ship. Got a contract, but apparently she likes her privacy in her cabin and has made it known that I'm not welcome. So,
Yeah, well,
Let's,
he
let's, get,
kind of
let's get off the docks.
kind of leans into towards Fan Yang. Or leans up towards. Well, we could use a pair of extra hands since everyone just seems to be running away from us all the time. I can't imagine why.
Oh, this gentleman here has always been good to me. Always been straight with me. I do not have a problem.
Oh, my experience is as long as he gets paid, he usually does what he's told.
right?
This wasn't really the more theatrical whisper, so Salt probably heard every word. Seeing as
Right,
none of them are
so-
really diplomatic.
It's agreed then. I'm joining you.
It's fine by me. Whether you want to partake in what we've been asked to look into, it's dangerous, but you'll make a name for yourself.
Right. Names are good. Does it pay well?
I have absolutely no idea.
No clue. We were given
Oh.
some money, but I think someone took them and ran off with them.
Right. Okay. Well, at least you're getting paid. But as you know, if I'm joining your group, I just quickly and Salt walks over to the closest piece of wood, whether it's a building or a crate or anything
crate.
like that.
Yeah.
And goes over to the crate and draws a circle on it, just like in their mouth, just like wets it. Draws a circle on it and makes 3 little dots in it, and turns to the other 2. Right, it's official. I'll be joining you.
Kind of pets the backside of the donkey. Dingy, meet Salt. Salt, meet Dingy.
Ah!
Right. I'll
think
donkey you got there.
I think your donkey has a chronic illness.
The
Never
look of
underestimate
concern of that.
Oh my god.
They're like, are you all right?
Ah!
Oh, you need more carrots? And he starts rummaging around in the backside of the cart. No carrots! Oh, something is really wrong. We need to find a veterinarian.
I need to hang out with more animals.
That's not how a donkey is supposed to sound.
No.
I mean, it's not off. It's not off.
It doesn't sound like a healthy donkey, that's for certain.
No.
Yeah. Need to put up a bit more bass to that scream.
Oh.
Lord.
But
Oh.
I guess Salt will basically just like plops their bag on the back of the cart and just like swoop right on, hold himself over, and take a seat, and kind of just like sprawl in the back of the car.
Yes, and it is you. I would say your sea legs are so adept, so like walking feels weird for you because it is sturdy, solid ground, but now when you're sitting in the cart, it feels like home. It feels like a ship. It's rocking and bouncing and
A really bad cart.
yeah, it's not a very good looking cart. I think it's pretty sad, actually, to be honest. So maybe not carry another person on it.
It's gonna go bloop.
Might.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Oh.
looks a little bit iffy.
Just brushes the moldy bits of potato peelings out of the way.
Ew, gross. All right. So
Yeah,
you.
the
Just
moldy
like
hay.
far enough that they're not touching, but like not putting any effort into it. Just enough out of the way.
Yes. So
So,
you. Oh, sorry.
So where are we headed? Where are we going?
Oh,
You're
Well,
asking me?
well, you're always
Well,
full of bright ideas, but I think we should
we
head
did a
back
thing
to.
back there with the dots and the circle. Doesn't
Oh.
that dot make us a group?
Right, yeah, it does. For now.
I think we should head to our dear employer, but maybe not tell her everything. I'm not sure.
All right. I mean,
Well,
I don't know anything,
first of all,
so
we maybe should bring our new old acquaintance, this thing, up to speed here.
right. I know
Uh,
I go by they, them, he, she, whatever, but I've never been a thing.
well, we're all things in the eyes of the gods.
I guess.
He kind of like
Oh,
stares
God.
out into nothingness. Just to, don't be awkward. Don't be awkward. Don't say anything bad.
I mean, if you didn't know any difference, you'd think he was a hood, because you
Rumbles
cannot
in his
tell
dwarves.
what's underneath it.
Right. I've kind of forgotten how awkward both of you are. Right. Well, I mean, interesting conversations. I mean, I guess we're all things. I'm just saying that, all right, and normally when you refer to people as a thing, you're kind of dehumanizing. Well, that's also a bit of a no, isn't it? What would the word even be? Like dwarves and what are we? Never mind. That's
Annoying?
too difficult to think about now. Salt just shuts up,
Well,
pulls a pipe from their bag and kind of lights it up and offers.
Heresy.
should we do the explanations in character for like 3.5 hours, or should we like meta game that we actually did the bringing it up to speed?
I mean, you will have to I will say
It's-
you can do the short version, but I think you should at least bring Salt up to speed on what you're about to talk about. So, I mean, because we will play out what you guys say to Valentine.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys have to discuss a little bit what you are going to say. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Discuss.
Discuss. Well, the short story. He brings up his big leather book. Turns to the first page. We're saving the world.
Right. You
I think-
and every other second adventuring group set sail to the other side of the continent. I'll bite. I'll bite. I'll bite.
I feel a slight lack of. Yeah. Anyway. We were contracted. Because do we still have the contract? No, he ran away with the contract. We don't have a contract anymore, so we're probably not contracted anymore. But we have a mission from, well, primarily from Lady Valentine, but it's also much deeper than that. That we're. Uh, I haven't spoken English in so long.
Yeah,
I'm
now you
losing
know how
words.
I felt. I was like,
Yeah, word. I have the best words.
yes, you can clip that and make it a meme if you want to. You're welcome.
You do book.
Yeah, you do. I do book. And the flibbity flabbities. Well, anyway, we're investigating all of this crap. And he gestures towards the sky.
Alright, the weird lights in the sky that started appearing some time ago.
And the murder mushrooms, and the monsters, and the disappearing lords and ladies.
Right.
Oh, and the portal.
Oh yeah, the portal.
Portal. Like the ones they got at the Five Sisters, or
Yeah, in theory.
right, but why would you be discovered? Do you
Well,
mean like another one?
Yeah, to another place filled with sentient goo, screaming monsters, and horny ladies.
I like the last part, but
Uh,
the
she, she,
rest
she,
is
she wasn't very sympathetic. She
I,
tried
I,
to-
I threw her into the portal because she
Yeah,
was
and then I blew the portal up. It's a
she
big
wasn't being
fireball.
friendly. Yes.
Twice.
right.
I blew it up.
Are we talking about conflict or bedroom activities? I'm a little confused here.
No,
Portals.
you're horny with. They have horns.
Oh,
Horny.
right. Okay. I'm on the same page now.
So we've found some monsters. We found where they're coming from. We blew up where they're coming from.
Right.
We found a drunk guy.
A
Who-
what guy?
He was a lord or something.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
No, he was the lord we were looking for, wasn't he?
Yes.
Lord
Dear Lord.
Roughvale. Haha, I remembered something.
Oh, Raphael. Yeah, he's been missing for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's missing again.
Yeah. He's hiding.
He ran away
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yes,
But we did find him for a short while.
Huh.
And
Okay.
we examined his house that is infested with murder mushrooms that explode
Sounds like
when
breaking
you
and entering. I'm on board.
the door was open actually. For us anyway. I think Lyra
like
broke
to-
in, but she opened the door for us, so we didn't do anything illegal.
Right. I'd be interested to know what the judge thinks of that one, but doesn't matter.
It's quite logical. She invited us in, and she was the current occupant of the house, so it's all legal.
Right, it's fine.
Oh, and
it's
we're
fine,
prostitutes,
Karazim.
by the way.
Yes.
What?
Yes. We have a new career. We're prostitutes.
Right, no.
No, I
You
have
know-
the paperwork to prove it. That he pulls out the little, like,
It allows us to get into Syndra
yeah.
and pay taxes or
I
something.
mean, Salt will look at the paperwork and just feel like classic, like not properly filed paperwork default position, just because that's the easiest to explain away such activities as human trafficking and slave trading and stuff like that. It's just they're prostitutes. It's like, right, okay, maybe next time I'll help you on these ones. So
Yeah, that was actually the most difficult thing during all this. I was getting into the city.
Can you make us a better class of prostitute?
I don't know if I can anymore, because these are what you are for at least 5 years. So I don't. Anyways.
Can someone explain to me what taxes are? What's this taxes thing?
I'll explain to you at supper. How's that?
Fine.
It's a fascinating subject, really. It's very very multifaceted, and it what makes the world go round.
Yes. Yes.
He
Yeah.
starts to get all like fidgety.
Let's just make sure wherever we learn about this, it has a lot of drink.
Right, yeah. Drink will be the best way to sort it out. In fact, I think that'll be the best way.
Well, maybe we should report back.
Yeah, that's where we're going now, to do a report to
Harold the Herald and
Harold the Horrald. Horrible Harold.
Horrible Herald.
Yeah.
could do with some a little bit more money as well.
But-
Funds are running low.
I'm still somewhat hesitant to actually divulge, seeing as what Roughwell told us, or his point of view of for what kind of a person Lady Valentine is, and someone of them is probably a bad person and not really telling us the whole truth about what's going on.
Sounds like Herald.
Sarah, in a moment of insight, I look up and see where we're having this particular conversation and who's close to us.
You have just left the harbor part of Sindra, so you are on a big open road.
Right. There's no one around us then.
No.
No. Okay.
Can never trust the squirrels, though.
But they're tasty.
Right, they are, but they're right royal bastards and dicks.
What,
Never
Dick
trust a
was a
I
squirrel?
say.
No, okay.
Never trust the squirrel, I say.
Squirrel.
Harazim, do you mistrust this Lady Valentine?
To be frank, I mistrust most above grounders. But there is something that isn't. She's not telling us the whole story, I think. And seeing as for some reason she's the only member of the how many were there? The 10, or what is it called? Yeah, the 10. The only member of the 10, except for Lord Roughvale, that survived or is still around. Or am I misremembering things?
It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, Lady Valentine, she is the sole survivor of all of the regions and their families from the old regions of the crater. So, Roughvale was appointed by the people of Hearth, while Lady Valentine was the daughter of the king and queen of Hearth earlier, who died. And she's the only survivor of all of their families and everything, all of the kings and queens. So there are no royal lineages. What's it called? Lineages? No.
Lineages.
Thank you. Those things left.
Okay, so Lord Rufford was never a part of the original, so he's like
Exactly.
one of the new lines. Okay.
How the new lines are is different from area to or realm to realm. So in this particular area, Hearth, it's more of a appointed thing, and well, at least in Roughvale's place, that's how it was. But then you have other realms like Ivory, which is a very prominent. There is a lot of companies and things like that, nature, and where the richest,
Oligarchy.
yeah, the people who have the most money are the leaders, basically, of Ivory, and they have sent their two most rich business people to, well, take care of the realm business, basically. So yeah.
Okay. Where was I? Yeah, I have a deep distrust for people that don't speak the truth unprompted. Since both of them are hiding something I would say, rather important. I don't trust either of them, so I don't think it would behoove us to inform her that we actually met Lord Rockvale. We can probably say something to the fact that we have proof that he is alive, because then we're not deceiving her. We're telling the truth from a certain point of view.
Or what proof did we have, or do we have?
Well, we've interacted with him.
So
You
we met
punched
him.
him.
Well, I did. He deserved it.
Right? They always do. They always do.
He was being very pompous and drunk. Am I right in thinking that this Lord Raphael, did he not have suspicions about Valentine?
He had suspicion about Valentine. He never articulated them, and that kind of a worry. He told us that to not trust her, and he laughed in our faces. And that was rather pompous and annoying when we said that we were trying to help her. But then again, she seemed way too interested in his well-being for a rival when she sent us after him. And he never once, now that I think of it, mentioned a child when we were talking to him. If you remember the cradle and the notes that we found in his house.
My God, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember sticking my head through the hole in the floor where the stairs were, because it wasn't a particularly big room.
Does this is GM? Does Salt know anything about Raphael's family life? Like
No.
rumors,
I
stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, sure. You've heard rumors. It is very under wraps. You do know that there are like it's kind of like wives' tales and stuff like that, and how it's just horrible situation after horrible situation where he like had a family and then they were slaughtered in front of him, and then you had like he was married and she died of the plague, and like it's just one thing after the next, so it's almost like it's teetering on, is this really believable, or is it actually true, or like can anybody have that much bad luck in their life, basically? So you've heard all kinds of tales, so you don't really know which way is up with that.
Okay, but he's like notorious for his misfortune,
Yes.
not notorious for being a
Yes.
bachelor or a
Um,
recluse
he
or
was not a bachelor. He's never been like that. He was very faithful to the people he likes and loves. He's very faithful, so didn't lie around and stuff like that.
okay, cool. And
Yeah.
in regards to like it was kind of like uh assumed that he had a family. It was never like
Yeah,
okay,
I
he
would say so.
didn't ever like pitch up with a wife or anything in hand or something like that.
He did. During the war, he was kind of
Okay,
like.
so it's at least
Mhm.
confirmed that he had a partner at
Yes,
some point.
yes, he did. And then the
Okay.
circumstances around her death are questionable.
Speculation.
Yes, like everything else. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
she
he was
disappeared. He
he
kept it
yeah.
private. Everybody was like, "Ooh."
Yeah, and he was very loved by the people of Hearth because he was in the military and he served as a general and was very successful with like he would go the extra mile for people serving under his command basically, so
Hmm,
he is loved by the people generally.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, I guess what I'll do at some point is probably just for Salt is maybe I'll ask you for
Yes.
just the basic information
Mhm.
on the 10 leaders that
Yes.
Salt might have at some point.
Yes, you will
Um,
definitely have transported one of them.
yeah, so just to have like
Hmm.
like the basic of like the current people, the who's who in the market,
Hmm.
um just the basic like rumors of like yeah those
Hmm.
people watch out for them. But I mean I'm assuming that Lord Raphael was one in a few who was actually loved by his people. The rest were kind of like old family, old ties,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
it's a
So
lot of favoritism within
yeah,
the
and like
ruling
the
classes.
oligarchy, and
Yeah,
then there's this situation with the child and someone behind the child
yeah.
who's risen to power. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Salt is a little bit suspicious already.
Hmm.
Uh, right. Well, I don't know. I can understand if Mr. Raphael wants to disappear. Being a people's favorite, he probably has a target on his back.
Well, I don't think that was why he disappeared. He seemed more afraid of. Not, I don't know what he was afraid of. He was afraid of something.
Hmm?
But anyway, well, I'm not sure how to. Fenyang, what do you think about this whole situation?
I thought we were just doing simple tasks. Um,
Well, there are no simple tasks in the world.
well, she set us three, and we've done two. And I thought we were just going through the process of completing these tasks, making some coin, and
I
gaining notoriety.
yeah. Well, if we don't do this properly, so to say, my large companion, um, I think we'll get notoriety for all the wrong reasons. Because we might end up on the wrong side of history if we're not careful.
I'm willing to follow your lead on this if you wish to be cautious. Please do so. I think you should speak for us.
Well, I can try. As long as I'm not held accountable for any of the outcomes. I'm not a great public speaker, but I can try.
You just need to recount the completion of the first 2 tasks. That's all. And keep back what you don't want to share. I'm fine with that.
How do you? I still want to hear your, let's call it, your point of view regarding all this. Being as you have to admit that we are in a slight conundrum with one side accusing the other and being accused back of, not accusing, that's the wrong word, but someone is deceiving us somewhere. And if these monsters are coming from somewhere, someone is letting them in. And the murder mushrooms are not a good sign. That
In my experience, the plains people are always looking out for themselves, and have been for many, many years. They are the cause of the war, and
that's a given, but
yes, and the mountain folk got dragged into that. We didn't start it. We didn't really want to participate in it, but we had to take sides.
that's the
Now you have all these. What do you call them?
politics.
Peloticians. I don't remember how it's said. But and now they even more don't tell the truth all the time.
Yeah,
Maybe we should do a bit of that.
a bit of politicking. Politician?
No, I am happy for you to do it. Unfortunately, I don't lie very well. I'm just not used to it.
Alright, you don't have to lie, Fenyang. You can just, tell the truth and bend it a little.
Goliaths, well, most Goliaths don't do this. I know one that definitely does. Probably several, but on the whole, Goliaths are forthright and tell it straight, even if that gets us into trouble. The strength of the tribe demands it. Life is harsh in the mountains, and this is how you survive.
Right.
Down here, it's
flexible.
Down here on the plains, it's well, they're a little weaker. They have time for this kind of play.
Right, yeah. Firm and inflexible, keeps up good against the wind, sinks in water. All things have their strengths and weaknesses. So, right, well, I mean, my life is politics, so I'm game. I'm just here for whatever year you lot are. And I don't know, where would we be now? I assume we're like are we making our way out of town?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
are we making our way
I
to
will
a
say
tavern?
that during the next couple of hours, you are. Well, I would say it takes about an hour and a half, maybe.
We're going to Pearl Manor, aren't we?
That's up to you guys, but I will say that after 1.5 hours, you see this grand, just pearl white manor rising from the plains that is surrounding the entire place. There are no houses nearby. It's just that. So you do see remnants from the war at the roadside. There are desolate houses and ruins and all kinds of reminders, but Pearl Manor stands out in that regard. It is very beautiful.
That's where we were before when we did the whole
Yeah.
thing for Lady Valentine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's where she lives, and that
Mm.
all of you would know.
Well, there it is, Pearl Manor, the beautiful blemish it is on the coastline. You know, I always thought if you kind of like squinted your eyes to the side and you kind of like squinted your eyes, kind of looks like a massive dong.
What is a dong?
How
These
would
these
so-
these complicated plains words.
It's your manhood.
Then just say manhood, for crying out loud. This politicking again, isn't it? Saying one thing meaning another, rather than just saying the thing you should say.
Isn't that just talking?
Right, I'll remember this next time I'm in the council room and they're asking what my opinion is, and I'll call it a dong.
No, just say to him you just resemble a manhood, and it'll be done.
Advice from the Goliaths. Thanks, Fen Yang.
There is no misconceptions or people asking, what does that mean? You just say it as it is. That's why it takes so long to do anything round here.
Right.
Alright.
Politicking.
So, do you continue towards the manor, or?
Yep.
Okay. So you follow the main travel road, so to speak, and follow it south. And let's see what the city is called. Yeah, you're heading south, and you come to the crossing right before Pearl Manor, and you veer off to the east, towards the coastline again, where the manor grows bigger and bigger and bigger. And just like it was before, you guys see these... Huh? Yeah. It's okay. You see these, like, just trimmed bushes and, like, hedges that are, like, trimmed to, you know, the centimeter, or millimeter precision. Like, it's super, super fancy and taken care of, and nothing is, like,
So it's a well-groomed Marvel dog.
yes.
Ghastly, isn't it?
Oh,
I
you
am
have to admire
going to
the
give you
craftsmanship.
guys disadvantage soon. Especially you, Tobias. No favors because you're a Swede. No. Nothing for you. No.
No cookies for you.
No. Because I felt like I nailed that description for once.
Yes.
That was like one of the few times I nailed a description, and you just had
Yes, it
to.
was a very nice description, but yes, when you said well-maintained hedges.
Of course you did. You filthy
sorry.
animal. Anyway,
Yeah.
My fault.
let's remove the thought of dongs for a second. I know it's difficult. Try not to think about anything big and girthy and meaty or anything like that. Try to contain yourselves.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
I'm a woman. I have needs, damn it. Okay, anyway. I didn't bring it up. You guys did. Okay. So, you arrive at the
Gates?
Yes, at
The
the
flippers
gates.
have these.
There are several, I would say a lot of guards this time around. There were guards last time you two visited, but it seems like for some reason the staff, or the guard staff at least, are have grown a lot. So there are like I would say up to 10 guards standing at the main gate, basically, and just eyeing you up and down, and not looking really pleased at your arrival. But you get off the the makeshift cart.
Dingy mobile.
Yeah, and you tie Dingy to a pole that stands right outside the stables, and yeah.
Yeah, we jump down from the cart and just bold as brass, just saunter over towards the gate.
Whoa, hold up there. Who are you and what's your business?
We are the party of table 5, and we have information for Lady Valentine.
Right. Table 5, you said. Alright. What was the thing you guys had to do to go on your adventure? To prove yourself.
We made friends with pigs.
Hey, that sounds like
How?
a bottom room initiation.
How? Oh,
We had to find one pig with a golden belly in amongst a lot of other pigs and present it to win the contest.
Right? And the tallest guard looks over to a guard that is sitting on a little stool inside the gate, and you see how this person like has been watching you a little bit, but idly, and turns his head a little bit to the side, and you can make out that he's talking, but you can't hear what he's saying. And he waits for a little bit, and turns his head to the tall one and just nods, and the door or the gates swing open, and you are let inside.
that was easy for once.
Right, easy. Seems to have gotten a little difficult, more difficult than last time I was here.
Well, at least we're not prostitutes this time. he waddles forwards with a.
I have never stopped being a prostitute. It is a career that I own now.
You
have to
notice the
talk
guards
about-
are what? They're like, what the fuck did we just let in?
Salt will just reach up and like pat Feng Yang on the shoulder and looks back to the guards and like, right, he gets all the ladies.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Don't
see how
mention
thick
that
his
to the
arms-
herald.
See how thick his arms are? Just imagine what's underneath that loincloth.
Oh,
And,
I am.
We'll turn and keep walking.
You got an elevator look from one of the guards who is like, yeah, really looking at Fen Yang. It's like, mm.
You got fanboys.
Yup. All right. So you follow the trail up towards the. in the sunlight, I would say it's almost it's for you, Karasim, it's nearly impossible to see where you're going
Yeah,
because
I'm
it's
used
so
to the
bright. So you're looking down into the, well, it's also white. So it's like white gravel. Uh,
My hand on his
towards,
shoulder and sort of
yeah.
steer his
Yeah.
shoulder a little bit just to help him out.
Yeah, you notice how he's like going around like a lost Roomba or something. Just like he's like, oh, where am I going? You steer him.
Like
Towards.
one of those robot hoovers that's lost its way.
Yes, exactly. And finally, you enter through the wide open doors of the mansion, and let's see, to the, well, you entered, and there was a big hall, basically. And to the right, there is a greenery that is completely inside of the manor. But you see that the doors are wide open into that area as well. And sitting in one of the chairs is the lady Valentine, and she is sitting. She's sitting neatly on a by a couple of cushions, and or what's it called? Not cushions, sofas. Yeah. And she's sitting there and enjoying some tea, and she sees all of you and just nods curtly to you, and waiting for you to enter.
Is it as bright in here as it is outside?
It is very bright, but it's not as bright because the greenery itself is completely green. Like, it is insanely many, like, bushes and all kinds of flowers that you especially, Karasin, you have never seen this collection of just beautiful big leaves that are just hanging over the gathering where she is sitting. And there is a little pond inside the room as well, so you hear the trickling of water nearby. It is really peaceful, this place.
Is there a dog there?
Her dog is lying on the floor next to her.
What was it, a red dog? I can't remember.
It was a big, let's see, I am going to also give you the description where I'm gonna show you even her face. So everybody on the stream should see it as well.
Fuzzy.
Show just a picture. Should it
Salt
go?
is checking out the greenery, trying to see if there's any of the hallucinogenic or any of that kind. Salt heard rumors that this is where the good stuff is grown.
Oh, okay, yeah. Roll me nature. And just tell me what you roll.
Yeah, I don't have any stats, so I'm just gonna roll
Yeah.
a straight d20.
Yeah.
Oopsies, I'm pressing wrong buttons here.
No worries.
D20. 13.
A quick look, you notice that yes, there might be some of them. You don't know exactly what it's called, but you recognize the telltale leaves that are like 5 fingers and really big. It's like it's like a manhole cover, basically. It's super big. You know that the roots of those are hallucinogenic. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. You don't know if they know what they have though, because it seems like they have been taking a lot of plants from all over the crater and just shoved it into this greenery, basically. So, and yeah, so who you see sitting there is Lady Valentine, She has this gorgeous skin that is just like, it's so supple and smooth, and there's like nothing wrong with her exterior at all. And she has this really beautiful green, dark emerald green dress on her. And like always, she likes to exude her beauty and her bosom. So it is a very deep V-neck neckline. Yeah, lying on her, by her feet, is a gray golden hound kind of dog. I'm not good at dogs, but that's what I guess. So yeah. And she looks
Double.
at you with her really beautiful chestnut eyes and smiles. Welcome. Hi. Come. You want some tea?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, gross. No, I'm just kidding.
Something in the air.
Yeah.
Catches Cutter's you.
I'm allergic.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
Yeah, he kind of just walks up and does a little curtsy type thing. And that,
Please.
we're just here to do a quick update, so you know on the progress that we have been making thus far.
Oh, you're going straight for business, aren't you? Well, I mean, sure. You sure you don't want any tea or anything? Not even you? And she points at you, Fenyang.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, you don't drink tea?
I have no idea. What's
Okay,
tea?
how about beer? Do you want beer?
Beer would be lovely.
Okay. Harold?
Here
And
comes-
yeah, you before any of you guys know it, the Herald limps past you guys and kind of like just nicks your side, Fenyang, and comes over and places a big, like almost canister of beer. It's super big. And he brings out some tea kettles and some really beautiful porcelain, and places it. And yeah, he looks at you a lot, Salt. You don't really know, but he is eyeing you up and down, up and down, up and down, because it seems like he is one of these guys, you know, who once he sees a face, he remembers it, basically. But it seems like it's a difficult time for him to place where he's seen you, or why. and
Okay.
things
So
like
I'm
that.
getting the vibe that he's recognizing me, but not 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Or maybe it's
okay.
not you. Maybe it's just your type or something. It's very hard to tell.
Salt will actually just throw a snide little comment in of when they last met. I assume it'd be some sort of trade where Salt was like delivering probably a royal or something, and the rumors abound as to whether said royal lady was made it on the way alone or with company,
Okay.
with a certain captain slash deckhand. Anyways, so Salt is kind of like, all right, see ya, Harold. Still got that sour face, don't you?
And he shuffles off to the corner and just he's staring and not letting any of you out of his sight. He is very protective. But Lady Valentine just come on, don't be shy. You're supposed to sit down when a lady asks you. You're supposed to sit down, right?
Salt is nodding but looking to the two others.
Well,
Is there like a handbook for this kind of interaction?
Well, if a lady says, please sit down, please sit down. Just say,
Okay, I'll go and sit. I'll take my beer and go and sit down.
Karasim just plops down where he's standing. Sits on his butt.
okay, yeah. So it's the table, coffee table is pretty high up for you.
So it's just a little
Yeah,
point on his hood. It's just sticking up like a little gnome hat. But he told him to sit down. So he's sitting down.
Yep.
And his voice is probably slightly muffled, coming from beneath the table, when he starts retelling their exploits.
Okay, what do you tell them?
I
Correct.
think before that, maybe Salt will interject with a, right, well, seems that I'm not getting an introduction from my friends, so I'll introduce myself. I'm Salt. I just joined the party, and Salt will kind of like keep an eye to see if there are any guards or herald or whatever, and he'll like approach the lady. She seems like she's made herself approachable.
Oh, she is very approachable.
And we'll just kind of like like kneel in front, the like one knee down, one like the proposal pose, but
Yeah.
before it was a proposal pose, just
Yeah.
just that one, and takes her hand and gives it a kiss.
Karazim, what the hell is he doing?
Right?
He's showing the proper manners.
Karasim kind of leans over so he can peer around the table leg. I don't know, I can't see, but he's probably not good.
And you see that the lady is blushing, and she is super happy about this.
Pleasure to meet your ladyship. Always have to deal with Harold.
Oh, you don't have to lie. It's okay. He's kind of a bother.
Oh, right. And Salt will just like out of the corner.
I mean, look at him. Ugh.
Check his reaction.
Yeah, he is not reacting. He is just staring.
Okay.
He's like this grumpy old man, like.
Salt, didn't you think he was a bit of a dick? Was that what you said?
Oh, he called him a dog.
Oh, a dong, yes, a manhood.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Good. I'm glad that we know how to keep our mouths shut. Anyways, they are not wrong.
The total amount
I
of like
can't
social
even
skills
argue
are-
with you.
Right. That's good to know. Good to know. Alright. Well, good to meet your ladyship. I'll let Karazim or Fenyang, although Fenyang doesn't always talk too much, get on with the story. I don't know anything, so I'll just be and takes a seat and takes like a cup, one of the cups, and pours water in and swirls it, and kind of like just chucks it in the greenery, and then
do we have to
pours
wash our
more
own cup?
water in and makes tea.
Yeah. Oh.
Karasim totally ignores the blushing or
Yep.
coquette thingy because he doesn't understand any of that. Courtship is a ritual that should involve contracts and money. But here starts with, well, we have investigated Lord Roughwale's domicile, and I am saddened to say that it is infected with a violently explosive man-eating mushroom. Oh, I have. He digs around in his pockets because I remember he still has his test tubes, and he kind of like chucks them up on the table.
At that, I would say that the Herald, he seems to not perk up, definitely not, but like his interest is drawn towards it.
Do we? It is obvious that so we see that
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he
yeah.
his yeah.
Yeah. I would say it's very obvious. But the lady does not seem to listen that much. She's just like when you said rough whale, she did listen a little bit and looked at you, but then she turned her eyes back to Salt and just continues twirling her hair and just like, uh-huh.
Salt has put a disgusting amount of sugar in their tea, like 4 tablespoons, kind of stuff. Like there's more sugar than there is water in the tea at this point. They're like crunching on the tea.
Oh, so wait, so you're like, okay, so who are they? And she points at you two. Cause you said your name and you're like gorgeous and all of that, but what are you guys like? Who are you? You said you were table 5. I'm sorry, there were a lot of people here that day, so I just want to know your names.
He kind of
You
turns his head and looks up towards Fen Yang.
literally
With that-
sat down with us, and we did this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, yes. I may have a good memory, but you know, like it's not that easy for somebody in my age to remember all kinds of people that come around. Like I have a busy schedule and meet a lot of people, so that's why. I don't mean to be mean, but you didn't leave an impression on me that way, so.
I am Fen Yang Bearclaw.
Oh yeah, you're the bear claw. Oh yeah. I remember. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nice to meet you again. Oh yeah, and a traffic cone, or I mean, I don't know what that is. So I mean, the garden gnome. Oh, that's racist to say, right? Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Right, I was thinking about condom, but never mind.
the copious amounts of semi-muttered dwarven cuss words that are emanating from underneath the traffic cone is... If someone knew Dwarvish, they would blush.
I will say that actually you hear behind you a little grumble where the herald actually answers in Dwarven and says, "Watch your tongue."
Salt also speaks Dwarvish.
So
Okay.
you hear that too.
He glances over his shoulder. He started it. Wait, in Dwarvish.
Don't make me end it.
He yes, glares at him for a few seconds before turning back towards her knees. That's about what he sees
Oh.
from her. He's standing under the table. So. You do remember what you asked us to do, right?
I mean, I sent out a lot of people. If you didn't catch the invitation, I think you did because you came. But anyway, yeah. Did you do one of the things? Did you stop at one of the things from happening? You said Rough Vale. Did you find him? Is he with you?
Kind of glances around as he, but no,
I don't know.
but we know that he is alive and well.
How
We
do
just
you know
haven't.
that?
Does she seem just ditzy or generally concerned at this moment?
Roll me a insight.
Insight.
Yes.
Ah, crap. Wrong. I have to try
And
to
tell me
remember.
what you roll.
Yes. I have to try to remember how everything works, because I'm a
That's fine.
stupid man. Insight. Normal. And I got a... Ah, crap. I got a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm surprised. I usually just roll below 10.
Yeah, she seems to be concerned, actually. So, yeah.
Well, we did have a short meeting. Oh, we met him for
What?
a short time.
You met him? Oh my gosh, what did it say? Is he okay?
He kind of looks up to Fen Yang to see if he just stands there like the monolithic statue, or if he has any.
Yeah, Fanyan's looking down at his battle axe. He's like just picking off rust.
Oh, yeah. You know, I have no idea what's happening, and I don't care. And he turns back to her and says, "Well,
Did
he
you
is."
kill him?
No, I just said that he was alive.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, good. I don't know, I just got concerned because you were sitting there looking at him and he's doing something with his axe.
Oh, he always does the things with his axe.
Oh, don't scare me like that. I got really scared. God damn it. Oh. Oh well.
He glances towards the Harold, the horrible Harold,
Mm-hmm.
and says in Dwarvish, "Well, he's allowed to curse."
He does not answer that.
Well, I can't speak about the state of his liver, but he is alive and well. We just don't know where he is right about now.
So he's alive and he's okay, but you don't know where he is. And he's the leader who I asked you guys to try to make sure that I could talk to him, because I mean, he's just left me entirely in the water to drown by myself. Like, I have to go to the boring meetings at the Five Sisters every month, and I have to make sure that my people stay safe, and he's just off doing whatever. Is that what you're saying me? Huh?
I think he would be very pleased to see a role reversal in your professional relationship.
What? She
wants
looks
you
at
to-
Salt and just like... What?
He wants you to do the boring stuff, and he wants to party.
But that's not what it's supposed to be. I mean, he was chosen to lead our people, and he is failing his people immensely. That is not okay. Did he say anything about not wanting to be ruler or something like that? Or whatever? Like, what should I say?
Oh, we haven't gotten that far yet. We're still trying to locate our next means of communication with him.
He
You
ran
know,
away.
to put it frankly.
Oh,
But that might be because someone occupied his house. He wasn't really happy about that.
well, I mean,
And and
if you go
and the killer.
leaving your house, then you're kind of asking for it.
I don't think the killer mushroom helped.
Killer mushrooms? What are you talking about?
He kind of leans up and points towards the table.
Ew, what
Where
is
the-
that?
That's a a non-exploding exploded bit of the infestation that we found in his house or manor, or what you want to call it, hut. It's
Okay.
and we do believe that this man-eating exploding mushroom is somehow connected to the Aurora phenomenon.
Mushrooms are causing this guy to burn?
Or vice versa.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry,
How
do you
horny
understand
lady.
any of this? She looks at you, Salt. And just like you know when people are very clearly flirting, but you know by body language, she's touching you as much as possible.
Oh, okay. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
She's
so,
like, oh.
yeah. I mean, Salt will kind of like lean forward and just kind of like put his hand on her knee
Oh.
and just like grab the vial and take a look at it. And then like just like use the knee as support.
Oh, she's totally into that. She leans in closer to you and just leans up against you and just. So, what do you think it is?
I don't know. Salt's looking at this. I'm assuming, like, even if I roll a nature check or something, Salt has never seen anything like this.
Yeah, you've never seen this. This is a glowing kind of you. Yeah, Salt with the smooth moves. Yes. You see this vial, and you don't really see that it's a mushroom anymore. It's a bit of chunky bits in there, but they seem
It's
to
ectoplasm.
pulsate and twitch and and you see that they are glowing in all kinds of different colors. It's really mesmerizing and beautiful. So yeah.
I suppose like the lights above kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And Salt has probably never ever seen the portals at the Five Sisters.
No.
No, yeah, because Salt is like
No, you haven't.
trading captain
yeah.
at best.
Yeah,
Small
because
ship,
you've
small vessel.
never traveled by portal before. That is like exclusively for just.
Yeah, that's rich people bullshit.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's the top tier. That's probably Lady Valentine gets to do that, but not a lot of people.
Salt will just put the goop down again and be like, right, well, obviously it's the same color as the. She's like looking to Fen Yang and Kurazim at this point. It's the same color as the sky above, so makes sense that it's linked somehow, right? Right, Karazim?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you're so smart! Like, oh my gosh. So where did you say you were from? Are you from Hearth, or are you from like somewhere far away?
Salt will lean in a little bit closer
Oh.
and just like make solid eye contact with this girl. but Salt is very concerned for this the young lady and is trying to understand if she is just really young and naive or if she is under some sort of influence. Like, is she
Okay.
drugged?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is she magicked?
Either you can roll me an Arcana check or a Insight check. One of
If
the
I
two.
was to roll insight, I'd probably have a minimum of a +4, since I don't have a character sheet, but
Yeah, that's fine.
proficiency and also
Mm-hmm.
wisdom score for Derek. So 4 is conservative. Let's see, a D20.
Damn.
17.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
She is not under any influence, sort to speak, any magical influence. No. You are a little bit unsure. It's really hard to place what her intentions are. If she is a little ditzy girl who doesn't know anything, or if she's actually putting on a facade. It's very hard to tell.
Okay, cool. But it doesn't look like she's dilated pupils, high on magic.
Oh,
or
no,
magic
no.
mushrooms.
No.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So
Except for
Salt
pheromones.
will just give her, boop on the nose and be like, right, I'm from everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Oh my
For God's sake.
You're such a riot. I like you. Why is your name Salt, by the way? It's so pretty.
That's because I need to make a little fire and sprinkle some salt on it before we go on the voyage. So, you know, people start calling me Salt.
That's really interesting. Oh, well.
Kazim kind of scrambles up from the floor and
She ignores you.
makes his way over to Fen Yang and try to get his attention. Come down here so I can whisper to you.
Fang Yang looks down and goes, Karazim, sorry, you want to go where? I suggest we do that right now. And I stand up.
Oh, for God's sake. He looks over towards the Harold, the horrible Harold, who's hopefully a bit preoccupied with his ward flirting. Yeah.
No.
We're just gonna. I'm taking the. He grabs the vials from the table. Give us a second.
Sorry, wait, hold just a minute. Okay. Got a question for you. Was that all you did? You went, met up with what
This is
you-
Harold, isn't it, saying this?
Yes.
Yeah.
with who you assume to be Lord Roughvale, who says that he's fine, and then you just let him slip out of your fingers, and is that why you came here?
Interesting, Harold. We don't work for you.
Yes, you certainly do.
No, we don't. We have a contract with Lady Valentine.
Who do you think she talks to most?
Well, then, you work for Lady Valentine, so I suggest you get your information from her. Good day.
Good day.
He kind of has to stifle a snigger under his hood. Kind of tries to pull Fen Yang behind a bush or something, so they can be somewhat stealthily when he whispers probably way too loudly. Something is not going as planned here.
I don't remember anything in our contract about courting Lady Valentine, but he seems to be doing a damn
Oh.
fine job.
That's just him being him. Don't. I think the important thing is why isn't she interested in anything else? You don't get a weird feeling here? Something might not be as it should be?
I just thought she was a young girl who was out of her depth. But, plains people, what do you know? Difficult to understand, but she just seemed to me like that she was a bit juvenile.
A bit.
Yes. Well, what do you think we should do, friend? Should we just tell them everything, or should we... I think it's time for politicking, but I'm not sure how.
Well, halfway through that conversation, I was thinking about buying wedding gifts, but yeah, what? I mean, I'm up for telling the truth and telling everything. I don't see why we would hold back, but you seem to not want to divulge everything.
No, I have a bad feeling about this, but well, I would say that we'll just spit it out and we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, we hit something over the head with a book.
Oh my gosh. Salt. Do you have a last name?
Alright, I do.
You do?
What? Maybe I'll tell you some other time.
Oh, you're playing hard to get? Yeah.
Alright, I am.
My
the hardest
parents
to get.
usually told me to, do that, but you know what? I only live once, so
wait,
I don't care.
Who told you to be hard to get?
My parents?
Right.
Yeah.
How did that conversation go? Were you like, Mom, Dad, I need to date? And then they were like, be hard to get?
I love your scar. Like, oh my gosh, that scar looks so cool. What happened? Did you find a sea dragon?
I think Salt will explain the story a little bit, and then as Fein Yang and Garazimo are coming in, he is like, right, and so there I was, with my ass in the air, completely naked. Oh, hi. Right, well,
Oh yeah, you
I'll
too. Hi.
tell you the rest some other time.
Yes, please do. That was hilarious. I must know everything about it later.
Right. And
don't
Salt's
want
gonna be like,
it.
are we gonna tell them about the horny lady, or?
Yeah, we're coming to that.
Horny lady?
He walks up to the table and sits down on again. He told him to. He sits down on the ground in front of the table. Well, what's the town called again? It was called Bartford.
There we go.
We have also visited the village of Bartford that you sent us to.
You did? How did it go? Are they okay?
They tried to steal my donkey.
What? I don't care about the donkey. Are they okay?
I care about my donkey. They are.
They are old and grumpy.
Yeah.
They're not the most hospitable bunch, but they're mostly okay. They have a big. Oh, what did we end up calling it? A big screaming
Let me check. Let me check. And I open my book up.
Yeah.
I flick one page.
Yeah.
Now, what do we call this? Was it not shambling howler? Was it a
Yeah,
howler?
how I think it was that.
Howler.
It's a big thing. Take 8 horses and smush them together with a foghorn in the middle and lots of teeth.
Oh, that's horrible. Did you fight that?
Regrettably, yes.
Oh, did somebody die? I'm sorry to hear that.
No, nobody died.
Oh, nobody died. Oh, good.
Oh, it did.
It did. Yay!
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Oh my gosh.
Uh,
I knew that I had somebody to count on. Oh my gosh.
Did you not do a drawing of it or something?
Oh yeah,
You drew?
he flunks his
She just
book up.
takes it and just pulls it to her and just sits and looks at it. And she's like, oh, wow. 8 horses? That's scary. Oh my gosh, that is so scary. Wow. It was so cool that you guys did that though. That's really awesome. Okay, so you killed this thing and yeah, did I don't know, did the townspeople have food and stuff? They're all good?
No, because it ate all their animals.
It did?
Yeah, but they're knowledgeable farmers, so I think they can.
Yeah.
Probably,
I
they can
think
take
so.
care of themselves.
Yeah.
But
I
we did
I think so.
we did backtrack where this beast thing howler came from.
You did? Where did it come from?
Well,
The lake?
no, we tracked it up. Well, not we, but a tracker we contracted in Bardford tracked. We followed this track all up into the mountains,
Oh, really?
and yeah,
Okay.
and while we were there, we found a strange phenomenon. A
Okay.
the green beam of iridescent light coming from a mountaintop not far from where this beast had slept.
What's with all the lights? I don't get it. But okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Mm.
He kind of hesitates. It's like explaining astrophysics to a 4-year-old. So we tracked towards this
Uh-huh.
light,
Uh-huh.
and he kind of leans up and turns the page on the book to the painting of the sentient blob people.
Ooh. Blob people? What's that?
Yeah, the blob people. The sentient goo things.
Oh, the goose. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
The blob people.
Ew, that's so gross. That's so gross. Like, ew.
Salt is leaning in really close, like beside her, to also take a look.
Yeah, she lets part of her arm touch you. Yes, definitely. That is so scary. Look, Salt. Did you do this as well?
Right, no, I did not do that. That looks horrible.
Yeah, it does, right? Looks so gross.
Well, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I really hate her.
Yeah.
Why do you hate her?
Horrible person.
What? She's just a teenager.
I hate
I
teenagers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He can't really contain his like disdain for this like, feigned interest of hers.
Oh, okay.
But still. But, and when we ascended this this hill,
Ooh, yeah.
we found the source of this light was a portal.
Portal?
And yes. Um,
Up there?
it
It's
was
not supposed to be there.
but it was contained within a archway, and working some sort of ritual around towards this portal was and it leads up and turns the page again. A female of some species.
Roll me a insight check. All of you.
This is gonna be bad.
Oh, I'm not very insighty.
No, not me either. I rolled a. Let's see, what did I roll? Oh,
Fang
I
Yang
rolled
got
a 6.
Fang Yang got an 8.
I'm not the most insightful person.
And I still got a 17 again.
All right. Yeah. Okay. At the sight of this woman, or
Well,
Oh,
drawing
horned.
thereof.
yeah, whatever it was, I would say only Salt notices a slight twitch in the shoulder. That is not supposed to be there. Like you notice that there is something, some sort of recognition or something going on, but you don't know for what. And
This is in Valentine, like.
Hmm?
Is this Valentine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That looks terrifying. So what was she doing?
We are not sure, but
Did she have
Our
something
l-
to do with the big thing? The 8-horse thing?
probably could deduce that.
Oh.
Well, seeing as these shambling horrors were coming from the portal.
Mm. Oh, they were?
Yes.
Oh.
So probably more things were coming through the portal.
But I
Well,
mean, it's good because I guess that you guys stopped it, right? And
Well, we were unable to question her, I'm afraid.
oh, you killed her?
No, I threw her into the portal.
Okay.
And then we
Wait,
blew the
and
portal
then
up.
Karazim exploded it.
No, twice.
You exploded what?
The portal.
You did? Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Like, how did you do it?
Well, how did I do it?
We smashed some crystals.
Oh yeah, right. Uh, uh,
Oh, the meta pigeon.
yeah. Well, I saw that this portal was contained with some sort of crystalline formations around the archway, so
Uh-huh.
I loosened the rocks around it, and
Uh-huh.
they imploded into the
So you killed
Word.
it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, you guys, that is amazing. You like saved so many people. It's amazing. Thank you. I am so happy for you guys. So I got a question. Like, how many would you say that you killed? All of them? Or are there more of those things running around in the mountain? Or
Oh, we didn't search the whole mountain. We didn't have time for that.
it's probably fine. But okay, so let's see. I think Harold, and he's like, mm-hmm.
Not impressed.
No,
Hey,
not
Harold,
in-
why don't you have a drink? Might loosen those sour lips of yours. Loosen that pucker a bit.
My lady. Yeah, I totally think that they should get like money. Yes, my lady. Good. So let's say 500. Is that fine?
Salt is like, I've never seen a profit like that before on a shipment.
I mean, it was a big achievement. I needed the help. They saved it. They saved they saved my people. So I'm happy. So of course they're gonna get rewarded. Hello. 500.
Well, if that is what you deem reasonable,
Of course I do. Of course, Harold, fix it. He's like, yes, my lady. And he covers his mouth a little bit with his hand and just mumbles something. And then he just looks at you guys again.
Okay.
So,
like,
where are you spending the night?
well, our plan was to head out towards what was that called? Towards
The lawn, I believe.
towards the Evergreens.
Oh, you're going to Lorne. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
To the Evergreens?
yes.
Yeah.
He,
Oh.
he's kind of like lost at this moment.
I mean,
weren't you guys heading to the Vista Academy or something?
Yeah, isn't that in the Evergreens?
yes.
Yeah, I remember something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy for me.
Let's see, Mike. Sorry, I forgot. What race is Salt? Human?
Half elf.
Half it. Okay. All right. Yeah, she will like look at you guys, and then she looks back at Karasim and just, I'm so sorry to ask, but are you a dwarf or a gnome? Or maybe a halfling. That's fine too. I'm sorry, I can't see from...
He kind of mumbles some curses in Dwarvish again. A little bit more, like, not family friendly, but not as coarse as the last time.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Miss Valentine. He purposefully uses Miss Valentine instead of lady. Am a proud member of the dwarven race. You really hear the annoyance in his voice.
That's great. Okay, cool. That's good.
Prejudices.
Huh?
Nah, I didn't say nothing.
Okay. So I don't think there's gonna be a problem for you, because dwarves, they're kind of okay with you, but to be honest, I mean, there is a little bit of tension, to say the least, between, well, my kind and elven kind. Um, so they can be a little bit stingy against people who are human. So, hmm. Do you have any idea how to get over there?
Would
With-
would Salt have had dealings with
Elves, yes.
with people from Lorne?
There are so many different kinds of people there, who some are extremely, like, hateful towards humans, because the Five Sisters was before the war and everything, and after the war ended, or before the war ended, it was a ancient ruins. The ancient ruins are, it's said to hold like ancient elven architecture beneath the Five Sisters, like deep underground in caverns and stuff like that. It's just a rumor, but there are people that are really, really angry at humans for coming up with the idea to have the Five Sisters as a meeting ground for the Five Realms, and basically denying any access to any other people. So elven researchers and all of that has been shunned out from the Five Sisters after the war, to make room for this, to make room for the rulers, basically. So they are really
And
fucking pissed at it.
so is Lorne like the Elven province?
Yes. Mostly elves. Mostly.
Alright, they're a bit of stuck up cunts in there, but
Mm.
if you speak the language, you can usually squeeze by.
Don't use that language, though. Might
Right,
upset
no, I
them.
know, I can speak Elvish.
You can?
Right, yeah, and
She'll Salt will like recite some Elvish poem or something.
And she swoons even more. She is melting. Basically, she's
Mood,
sitting at
mood.
you and just looking at you like, that was so beautiful.
Oh,
Oh,
right, I'm glad you like it. It's
I love it.
I don't know if anybody else speaks Elvish. It's basically like a kid's limerick, essentially.
Yeah, but she seems to like the language itself. I mean, I've been talking to like some of the rulers from Lorne, and well, one of them is not very friendly. I can't say he is.
Well, according to the mission you gave us, we have to go there and examine what's happening at the, was it the Vista Academy?
Well, in the area, I've just heard. Well,
And we have we're now blessed with having our very own scoundrel, and he like, kind of gestures towards Salt. So I don't think that we will have any real problems getting over the, what's it called, the winding sea.
yeah. Yeah, no. I think
And he leads into a sort, right?
I mean, Salt would probably be like a little bit aware of like the tensions there,
Yes.
and is like sure that Salt would be the biggest issue in the party. because Salt is mixed, is a scoundrel, not a scoundrel, is a mongrel, an abomination to pure Elvish bloodlines.
Yep.
So Salt will kind of just be like, yeah, well, we'll be all right.
Yeah, you know that it is very foolish to try to enter Lorne by any of the official roads, so to speak. If you go from Hearth straight into the forest of the Evergreens, and try to not meet up with anybody, then you're probably gonna be fine. But you do know that there are random search parties, so to speak, that are roaming the grounds, particularly in, well, searching for humans and people that might seek to harm the Lorne interest, so to speak. That's what they call it, at least. So,
Is there like a bit of an underbelly? I mean, I'm assuming there is like
Yeah.
ways to kind of like move kind of through it. I
yeah.
can't think that they'd be completely devoid of the underbelly to move through.
No. I mean, you can always bribe your way in, maybe, with the right amount of money and stuff. You basically need to have papers from a Lorne official, I would say, who grants your visit, because they basically want to make sure that you're not a spy trying to infiltrate their country and try to take more of their lands, basically. Yes, Mark,
okay.
I was gonna say that we are going to wrap up pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that this was a good start. So,
Oh, right.
yeah.
I think a good point would be with Salt kind of like leaning back in their chair and kind of just like looking like they're deflating, like they're melting, like, hey, yeah, I know a guy. We haven't spoken in about 30 years, or since he left my mother, but I've got someone I can speak to.
Oh, you mean your papa?
Yeah, right.
Yay!
Yay, yay, indeed.
Yes, we end on that note. Yay, yay indeed. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Yes, Salt backstory. It seems like we're going to get it really quickly.
dun.
That's amazing. Dun dun dun.
Ah, we're gonna meet Salty Daddy.
Yes.
Salty daddy.
No, his name is Pepper.
As
Papa
long as
Pepper.
it's not
Papa
Peppa Pig,
Pepper.
then it's
Not
gonna be-
Peppa Pig.
I think I know a guy. Right. Thank you, everybody who has been checking up. Is Daddy salty?
We're gonna meet the whole
Yes.
whole condiment family. The black sheep of the family, Mr. Mustard.
We
In the
don't talk
dining room.
about mustard.
Yeah.
No, no, no. Okay, but again, thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys, you amazing players, for starting up again. It really means a lot to me because I've been, well, not feeling so good, but it feels really good to be playing again with you guys because it's amazing. And you guys are awesome. And thank you, everybody in chat and lurkers. We love you too. It's okay to lurk.
Totally.
So we are super happy about that. So yeah, I think oh yeah, we are going to play on this Wednesday. So don't forget to check that out when we get there. on Wednesday. So at 7 o'clock, Central Eastern Europe, Central.
European time.
Thank you.
6 o'clock UK time.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Cool. Yeah. So thank you, everybody, and have a good night and day and everything. Bye.
Bye bye.
There we go.